What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Love and Hip Hop. Oh, I was about to say Miami. That's next. That's next. That's next. Okay. Love and Hip Hop New York. This is supposed to be the season finale. Episode 14, season 10. Baby Mena drama. So we just gonna get all this out the way right quick. So what went on is it picked up where it left off last week. Okay, with Olivia and Cisco, having their little confrontation, and this is what people keep on understanding. Like, Olivia was told. I honestly do not feel like Olivia just came out of blue air, out of the crystal blue air and thin air, and just was like, "Listen, I'm gonna say that Rich stole from me and I'm gonna put it on Cisco." No, Cisco had to have told her that because she just don't look like the type that go looking for trouble just to be looking for trouble. And then she went and got a lawyer to get the exact amount of $117,000. Yeah, that's what you supposed to be owed. Okay. And so Cisco trying to say, convince her to come back and, to sit back down and talk this whole thing out. And, maybe you did this and maybe you did that, or you thought I said this, but I really didn't say that. And if I was Olivia, I would be upset too. Okay. Because, this is dealing with money. People ain't going to remember or forget, I should say, forget shit that's dealing with money when they feel like they owe or whatever, no matter how many years ago it's been. That's why you got people coming back suing the record labels years later and all that stuff because they like, you fucked over my royalties and all that shit. But when Rich family do come back and they do get into the conversation, they don't even really get into the conversation because, he's screaming, she's screaming, and it was like, I wrote the record. I wrote the record. You don't get publishing and all this stuff. Okay, you're saying the same thing over again and you're screaming and you coming at her throat. Like, how am I supposed to perceive that? I'm not finna sit here and let you, a grown ass man, scream at me, and I'm not trying to scream at you right about now. Okay, she was like, oh, you already paid them. You already paid them. That's what you said. And she gets up and leave. But Rich had his little spreadsheets about, some stuff about what was going on with the record. Now, let me just be quite honest. I honestly want to know where $117,000. Olivia, where your lawyer get $117,000? Because if Rich is telling the truth, because he got his mama to bring up some stuff or whatever, and you putting your stuff down and your money down or whatever to help out, where is the $117,000 coming from? Because I did not remember Walk Away or December to be that big of a fucking record. And then when Rich said December only got like 1,680 spins, and then Walk Away or whatever the fuck the name of the song was only got 700. I said, how does that equate to 100? I guess downloads and all that stuff or whatever, but I'm still trying to do the math myself, but she went to a lawyer and that's what it said. And at the end of the day, Olivia, why are you even going down this route trying to, make somebody confess that they did this shit instead of just going ahead and sending this shit to court? Y'all dumb as fuck. I ain't finna, no, because a motherfucker can sit there in front of your face and deny, okay? Until the court say, bitch, you owe, you owe, you owe, you owe, you owe. All right, at this point, I don't know who telling the goddamn truth, but I just feel like Olivia is not, coming out her ass saying that, Rich was the one that stole from her because she was told this by Cisco. We've later found this out when they go out there playing basketball. Peter Guns come up there, and then Cisco talking about something, I went to go think about it, and then it was like this conversation that was in her kitchen a few years ago, and I said, she was talking about where her downloads at and all this stuff and woo woo woo, and I kind of mentioned, you can go over here and go over there, and implied that somebody was taking her shit. He implied the shit. So this is Cisco's fault. Okay, I'm sitting here like, Cisco, goddamn. All right, even if you didn't necessarily say Rich tried to, steal, but you knew exactly, like Peter Guns was saying, you knew exactly who she was talking about because that's who she was working with. So the implication is there. You know what I'm saying? I said, boy, y'all are messy boots, okay? You want them to sit down and talk this shit out or whatever. And, because Peter Guns got them to talk that shit out before, Cisco lost some weight. Because when they did that flashbacks, they did that flashback video when they got into that fight and he didn't have his little goatee or whatever. Maybe it's the goatee, but I think he literally lost some weight because I said he look a little slender. He look a little slender. I said, that's what it is. All right, everybody on their fitness and everything. But I said, Cisco, you out here being a messy bitch. You and Rich are messy bitches. You, Rich, and goddamn Peter, messy bitches. Because the whole time, here goes Cisco. I didn't say that he did that. And here go Peter Gunn. So we're going to have to sit down and tell Rich that you told her that he stole from him. I said, bitch, now which one is it? Peter Gunn's trying to trip him up in his wordings. I see what you're trying to do. Moving on from there, we get down to Atlanta and we have Erica Mena down there. And, she's by herself and she's feeling some type of way because she knew that Safaree would have to go on this promotional tour for an album that nobody listened to. And let me tell you this, y'all. The album is cute. I actually, when I told y'all I was going to listen to it, I actually listened to it. And the album's kind of cute. If it had some more label support and if Safaree wasn't such a goofy ass motherfucker, it probably would have did something and people probably would have took him serious. But the song, for him, it's cute enough. Okay, I only listened to it once, but it's dance hall infused and everything, so it's cute. It ain't as bad, and I do like my song. It sound better. Even though Papoose was rapping off beat, I couldn't get past that. But other than that, wilding out in this bitch. This bitch. That's my shit. That's my shit. Okay, for some reason, I actually kind of like it. Am I crazy? What does that make me? But anyway, Erica is just, she's by her lonesome getting ready for this baby. And, Safaree's still up in New York. Then she get a knock at the door. It's Remy Ma. She down there visiting her father. So she said, I'm just making my rounds. I know you down here being lonely and all that stuff. And they get to talking about the fact that Safaree isn't here and the baby is coming soon. She's already 2 centimeters dilated, and Remy was like, shit, bitch, when I was 2 centimeters dilated, I was there in the hospital. I don't want to say nothing, but, Safaree, I know you want to go out there and promote your album or whatever, but you should be home with your wife, okay? Because this is your first child. But of course he gonna be there. So they was just going there and she was just giving support and all that shit. So Olivia goes meet up with Yandy. They at the gym working out or play working out or whatever. Something I gotta do when I finish this shit. Bitch, girl. I'm doing this exercise. God damn, bitch. It cracked the fuck out my back just the way that I needed it. Girl, my back be knotted up so bad, it don't make no sense. But anyway, nothing about that. Off that. So they up there talking, Yandy gets into the fact that, they talking about Olivia being engaged and how the engagement life is and fiancés and all that stuff. Everything's going good. Olivia's about to be getting her man his little engagement ring or whatever, his bands or whatever. And then we get into the fact that Yandy didn't move since Mendeecees been in jail or whatever, and she don't even know where she didn't put the ring at. She brought the ring, had the ring on his fingers and all that shit. Mendeecees gave the ring to her so that, she can keep up with it while he was in jail and all that shit. This bitch done misplaced the goddamn ring. Olivia said, listen, girl, why don't you just go ahead and say, baby, I'm about to upgrade you, so that's why I got you this ring, whatever, with some blinged out diamonds and all that shit. I said, Yandy, you couldn't think of that. You couldn't think of that. And as soon as you buy that ring, the other one gonna pop up and Mendeecees gonna be like, oh, so where this one been at? Bitch, yes. Okay, it's gonna pop up. It happens all the goddamn time. But anyway, moving on from that, Olivia had to sit there and tell her the whole situation that was going down with Rich and how Cisco basically tried to make it seem like he didn't know what she was talking about and he never said anything. And then when Rich showed up, she just left out and all this stuff and woo. And Yandy trying to tell her, I told Rich, like, what I know for sure about Olivia, she ain't no liar, so she believes what she heard, and so y'all need to sit down and y'all need to conversate because I don't know him to be this way. I don't know you to be this way. And Olivia gets into her feelings because she feels as though Yandy is taking up for Rich, okay? And it was like, you always on his side. It was like, I'm not always on his side, but I'm just saying, you could be right, he could be right. No, that don't make no fucking sense or whatever. You can believe what you want to believe, and he can believe what he believes and feel. So what you need to do so that you can, forego all these court expenses and legal fees if you want to go take it to the court. And I was like, yeah, that is true. That's probably why, they wanted them to sit down or whatever, because if you would have went straight to the courts, because look, Olivia don't look like she got it like that, okay? I ain't got it like that. I'm pretty sure she ain't got it like that no more, okay? I don't know if she's still getting money from, you take me to the candy shop, okay? I don't know. I don't know. Because Biz Ounce, who heard Biz Ounce in a long time unless you listen to it on your iPod, on your shuffle? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, so to avoid all that, why don't y'all just sit down? Because at the end of the day, he doing all this shit because he loves you, you the only girl that make him laugh, cry, and holler and all that stuff and upset. So y'all need to just sit down and talk it out like mature adults. Truth be told, that's what y'all need to do. If y'all don't want to take it to the courts, okay, you bring your receipts and let's just add this shit up. And I'm pretty sure some money probably is owed, but I truly don't feel like it's $117,000. I'm still in my mind. I'm trying to regulate, like, where is it coming from? But anyway, moving on from that. We get Jen and Fresher, okay? Why didn't out of this bitch? But Fresh up in there. I said, why they show him brushing his teeth like that? God damn, I ain't even see that. It was just the way his face. He already. Anyway, moving along. Facially challenged. Okay, moving on from there. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that today. He come out there while she's sitting on her little vanity or whatever, and she was like, "Yeah, I want to talk to you." Okay. He was like, "Yep." She was like, "Got the ring, whatever." "Yep, you finally wear my ring and all this stuff." And it was like, "Okay, so." When I came over there, you proposed to me, you got down on two knees, not one, but two knees. He was like, yup, two. Okay. And you had my mom, you had my family, you had the kids out there or whatever. But, to be quite honest, I mean, that was cute and everything, but I really wanted to tell you about the fact that I just got through meeting with old girl with that chick. What chick? What chick you talking about? That Jada bitch. The fact that you, my husband to be, would go down and sit down and go talk and conduct business with this girl without having me present. That's not the type of man that I want to be with. That's not the type of person that I would want to be my husband or whatever. I'm sitting here like, girl, what are you getting at? What are you getting at, bitch? Let this shit go, okay? Let this shit go, because you getting on my goddamn nerves. Please don't bring these motherfuckers back next season, okay? Girl, she said, but, and the only reason why I said yes is because I didn't want you to be embarrassed in front of everybody, because I know how embarrassment feel. I know how that hurt feel. I know that. So here's your ring back. And I just want to let you know, like, so what this mean? This mean that we got to work on it. Like, just putting a ring on it ain't going to fix the situation. We know that. Okay? But you still took the ring. And to be quite honest, if you wanted to make him feel pain, bitch, I would embarrass the fuck out of him, because he been embarrassing the shit out of you. And you been allowing it, so tick for fucking tat, bitch. Because that's the type of petty that I am. No, we not finna do this. I know you got my people all out here, but we still got shit to fucking work on. We not finna do this, okay? But at the end of the day, I get where she coming from. But also, girl, like, he's still gonna be doing the same damn thing. You still gonna let him in, and y'all still gonna be fucking together. It's 20 plus years up in the game with each other. Y'all used to this bullshit. And he get upset. I would have got upset too. You gonna play me like that? Y'all playing each other. And at the end of the day, I ain't got no energy to go for them. It is what it is. So Yandy takes Infinity, the girl that she is fostering / adopting, to go get the ring for Mendeecees, and they do have a conversation about him coming home and how she may feel about it, and how Mendeecees felt at first. He was supportive but concerned, but they do have somewhat of a relationship, because according to Infinity, people always ask him, what you gonna call him? You gonna call him dad or whatever? I was like, no, but the man is cool. They have conversations about their past and stuff like that, and where they have similarities and, common ground and all that stuff. So everything is all to the good with that whole situation. Everybody is cool. So we get Yandy and Judy. Okay, she's Mendeecees' mama. They in a car. And y'all remember when Mendeecees got out of jail or whatever, and Yandy had her abomination fur on, and they did a whole scene of him getting out the car, throwing his prison clothes in a basket, in the garbage can on the corner, and getting right back in the car. I said, niggas. But anyway, they just so happy about the fact that he's about to get out. Yandy saying this is the first time in 5 years that they will actually be able to celebrate an anniversary because they've been married for 5 years, and all those 5 years he's been in jail. And so, she's thinking about that. What does she do? Should she say something? Should she hug him? Should she cry? Should she all this stuff? And that's just basically what's going on. They was going through the motions, how the kids felt during Christmas and waiting on them and all this stuff. And it was an emotional scene, I will say that. Moving on from that, we get to Cisco and Peter Guns in the car waiting for Peter Guns and Rich in the car waiting for Cisco to pull up, okay, so that they can talk about this whole situation, and so Cisco finally say, so this whole thing happened because, when Olivia was talking to me, she said, remember that one conversation we had up in my kitchen and all this stuff and whatever. And as I go back, I'm thinking like, oh shit, I did say that. She wanted to know where her money was coming at and where it was going. And so I told her this place where you can look it up at, and she kind of probably got it in her head that I was probably talking about Rich was the one taking from her. So that's probably where she got this shit from. Rich in the confessional was like, see, I knew it was Cisco doing all this shit. But when he in front of him, he like, you know what? At the end of the day, it was a misunderstanding. And next time, if you knew Shorty was talking some shit, because that's my reputation, just come to me and tell me what motherfuckers are saying. That's it. So it won't be, having a big blow up. But, at the end of the day, it's over with. It's done with. We can let that shit go. Bitch. I'm thinking that I said this ended a little bit too easy. Now, you just said it's all to the good. That's your bro, whatever. And here y'all go. Okay, since we're talking about want to be transparent or whatever. So, Cisco, you gonna tell Peter Guns that you let Mena stay with you during Super Bowl last year? I said, this is some petty ass shit. And to be quite frank, I mean, I know that's his girl or whatever, a baby mama or whatever. But, I guess it's a bro code right there. You don't go after the baby mamas and all that shit. But if she wanted to, she can do whatever the fuck she want. Girl, I said, Rich, y'all some petty ass niggas. It ain't the women that's on here giving us all the drama. It's the niggas. Leave it to these motherfuckers always. So at this point, Rich really did say this shit. Since y'all talking about transparency, what about the fact that Mena stayed with you in Atlanta at the Super Bowl and all this shit and woo woo woo. Okay, so Cisco was like, basically what wound up happening is Mena came to the Super Bowl or was at a party or some shit with her friends. Her friend left her, so she told me, and I was like, you can stay with me until your friend come. Her phone died, and the friend never showed up, so I was like, I got this big old house. You can stay with me or whatever until you get situated, and nothing happened. On everything, God never touched her. I never did nothing or whatever. Here go Peter Gunn. So what if I would have took your girlfriend or your baby mom and told her she can stay at my place for the weekend or whatever? And I can do that, right? I can do that. Yo, son, stop playing. Don't even do no shit like that. Don't even say no shit like that. You don't. Come on, son. Come on, son. Next thing you know, Cisco charges at Peter Gunn fragile ass. First of all, that's elder abuse, okay? That is elder fucking abuse. You know what I'm saying? But to be quite honest, Rich is just standing there because he started this whole shit. No, Cisco started it. Rich played into it. And then, talking about, so we need to be transparent and this is a war that you started or whatever because Peter don't forgive and easily forget and all that shit like that. Bitch, they fighting on the floor. They wrestling. They tussling. They weren't even wrestling. They was tussling on the floor. The bodyguards got them. Peter go to the car. And Rich was only concerned about his goddamn car. And Cisco go run across the street trying to get at Peter again. I said, come on now. Y'all ain't finna do nothing or whatever. Get out your feelings, okay? Both of y'all wrong, okay? All three of y'all asses is fucking wrong in this situation, okay? Rich, you just did that shit as a petty bitch move. I get it, but no, okay? No, sir. But you just wanted to see some mess go down. These motherfuckers is messy as shit, and that's all I gotta say on them. Next thing you know, we start seeing this shit about Safaree. He's so happy about the way that this tour been going for his album. He been up in Miami. He been in Boston. Now he back up in New York, okay? And he about to get out there and perform and do whatever he about to do, and he get a phone call from Erica saying that her water broke. It was like, this is the shit that I was feeling. This was what I was saying. I want you here, come on or whatever. He was like, I gotta cancel the show then. Get me into the get me to the airport. Who was he in the car saying shut the fuck up to when he was talking to Erica? I said, you better speed and get that red eye. So, Safaree was able to make it for the baby birth, and that was cute and everything. Seeing him with, like, I love seeing men with their babies. I really do. I love seeing families together with their children. I do, especially black families. It's just something about it. Because I'm black, so of course I love it. But anyway, before somebody be like, what about just regular shut the fuck up, okay? Because it's always that one person. Girl, I get on to something later. But they do the little closing remarks and all that stuff because this is the finale. You got Remy, she's thinking about maybe after this album come out, since she's been in the business for like 20 years. I said, but you ain't been putting out music for 20 years. You've been half that, you've been up in jail. But okay, since she got this baby, her perspective on things have changed. Maybe she needs to, do a new career somewhere. Papoose want to focus more so on his career with as a music artist, but then he also want to focus on his family. I said, baby, you can do both. Okay. Safaree and Erica, let me tell you something. Bitch, new parents and shit like that, they don't get dressed up to go walk from one corner to the next corner with the baby outside. Put some sweatpants on, okay? But, whatever. So she was just happy about the fact that, he was able to make it, and they gonna be down there in Atlanta and have the white picket fence and stuff like that. Seeing she gonna move on, of course Yandy, she's waiting for Mendeecees to get out. It was real cute to see her so excited, even though I can't stand Yandy. That was real nice saying to see her excited to see her man come out. She just worried about how he gonna be, since he been in jail for 5 years, and see how he's gonna react and, rehabilitate to the real world now that he's out. But, she was excited, of course, to see her man. Truth be told, I wouldn't be surprised if they come to the reunion and she pregnant again. Shit happens, you know what I'm saying? Shit happens. It's been 5 years, okay? 5.5 years. And what else wound up happening? Chrissy gets out the car and she reflecting on whether her life gonna be like or whatever, since Jim wanna get more to is leaning more to marriage than she is, and she was like, "If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans and stuff like that." I said, "Girl, to be quite honest, this season," and Kim Bella looking at a free the poster for Santana's EP. This season, I don't know. It started off good, but it kind of dragged. Chrissy, they brought us in because they had a whole bunch of old folks come. Of course, Rich, he wanted to talk to Olivia, okay, because he was like, you don't want nobody tarnishing your reputation. But the reason why they feel as strongly as they feel about each other is because they did care for each other. They did actually love each other and all that stuff. So of course that. But they brought all these old people back, and I'm thinking that everything was going to be good. But the storylines, it was cool enough, but it could have been better. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, they brought all these people back and put them in the commercials, or I should say the preview for the season, to get us to watch. We was going to watch anyway. You didn't have to do that. They ain't even do an update on Jen and Fresher. We don't give a shit, okay? What happened to Janeski? Bitch, we ain't heard shit from her since episode, what, 5? Girl, we forgot all about her, okay? And that basically was going on. You guys tell me how y'all felt about this season as a whole. And I will see y'all later. Peace.